The first question that I have for you very quickly is, I mean, we've had like 10 episodes of adventures now. It's unbelievable. Like, I mean, thinking about it, it feels like we started yesterday. And just, looking at that, we've done like 10 episodes, right? Of great conversations with great entrepreneurs. And it's been a privilege to have those conversations. But I know that, from the conversation I've had with people, different, people, sees the different interviews in different ways. In other words, they are impacted by the interviews in different ways. So I want to check with you, if you look at all of the episodes of adventures that we've had so far, which of them would you say has impacted you? Maybe the top 2 or 3 that has impacted you the most.
I'm actually glad that you increased the list from 1 to 3 because coming out 10 episodes, it's not it's no small feat. And
Yeah.
when I got to know about the Adventure channel, I looked forward to learning, unlearning, and relearning, right? Because one of the things that the Adventure series is initiating or influencing, and in my entrepreneurial journey, I've been influencing my entrepreneurial journey with, is the fact that you used to say something in the intro. You say, you bring each guest, right, so that they can share their success stories, and so that upcoming, business moguls like us can achieve success faster than they did.
We believe by telling their stories or having them to share their stories, you are able to learn from their mistakes, and hopefully you're able to arrive at entrepreneurial success faster than they did.
So that alone is the key word and an anchor for me to look forward to what I want to learn in each episode. I must say that all 10 episodes of the adventure of adventures stood out for me, and at least I took some punchline. But I would like to start with the very first episode where we had Step R. His story was so intriguing, how he joined, collaborated with his friend, the level of trust, and what he had to go through at some points. Some because of his credibility over time, he was able to take that back in credit to build his business and all of that. So that really stood out for me. And there was something he said that didn't leave me. I would say it the exact way he said. He said, move fast, think big, and don't be stupid.
Move fast and think big, but don't be stupid.
When I heard
I remember that.
I had to call myself. I had to call my name. Like, Temitope, move fast, think big, and don't be stupid, right? I had to move. Another episode that stood out for me was the second episode, and something that resonated with me with Boluwatife JD was the fact that he was into consulting, high performance consulting, right? And maybe because I have an HR background, so it also resonated well with me with how he structured performance management. The fact that he said you cannot become better at what you do if you don't become better at who you are. And this actually is really, really true, because you can't give the best of yourself if you don't pour into yourself, right? So on that first and second episode, I took in some lessons, which I know that in the course of this session, I will still have to share some of those lessons that I took home, and I've been incorporating in both my career and in my entrepreneurial journey. Another episode that stood out was Abiba. Abiba was like a trailblazer for me, against all odds, where people are saying no, where people are saying this can't work. She went all out, even when when her staff members are deserting her, still were loyal to her and all of that. She stood her ground. She was like, I don't know where this will go, but let's just do this. Some stayed and some left. But those that left, they were grateful that they did, right? So I was also share the lesson I took from that story later on. Another story that stood out for me was episode 10, Adebisi Odeleye and Bristol. Now I am not afraid to give you my red card. I'm not afraid to table my proposal. I'm not afraid to let you know the value that you would benefit from the use of my products and even the use of my services, right? So Adventure has given me that opportunity, meeting every of those guests to say, hey, you got this, you can do this, go for it. Go for it. And learning for me is a process, right? Is a process. Yes, I've never been afraid to fail as long as I'm failing forward, right? So it's a process for me, and the episode so far has helped me to enhance and amplify my appetite for risk taking, for personal development. I know this is something you cannot take away from all of those episodes because you cannot give what you don't have. So it has always challenged me to be a better version of myself. If I see myself, you know, owning top brands and all of that, who am I? What am I supposed to do? These are the practical steps that Adventures has tabled to me. What am I supposed to do? What are the attributes and behaviors of those that are already ahead of me that I need to incorporate into my journey to make me have a safe landing, like you used to say, to help me achieve success faster than they did.